Hello, hello, hello. This is Z.
And well, what am I today? That's the
As
real
usual.
question.
No pen name.
No pen name.
क्या सोचा है इस बार? What is your pet name? Pen.
Pet name. भाई अरे इतना I
Pen
mean
name.
pen name I what can I get? Roast. Dark roast.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa.
Well,
It's more of a
dark.
personal reference. But
No.
hello, dark
I
roast.
mean, dark roast. I guess this also kind of is a precursor to what we shall be talking about today.
Oh yeah, right. It's nice to like have little trailers in the topic, which is gonna be third wave coffee.
Ooh, oh my
Yeah.
God.
I've
No.
recently been on a huge ass coffee kick, and
Yeah.
I figured let's talk to you, talk
No,
to.
honestly, like being on a coffee kick, as a person, I really do love coffee.
Yeah.
In general, I love to have coffee. Can't live without it every
Right,
day.
and
And honestly, I think one of the biggest things with coffee, I would say, is like, I mean, I know somewhat about it. I know
yeah.
there's a lot to learn, but I've just stuck to the basics of like
Yeah.
having a Nescafe at home.
Yeah, dude, why does everybody have Nescafe? Like, what is up with Nestle
Yeah.
capitalizing the Indian coffee market?
I mean, one of the biggest things I want to do is learn
Learn, yeah,
a
yeah.
lot more about coffee. And see, last time we had a very serious podcast.
It did
and
get.
we got really deep into
Yeah, we did.
mental things for us.
Correct.
But we wanted to do
Because
something
that's the
light.
topic, right? Like,
And we wanted to do something light for the second one.
Yeah.
Something that would would be a lot of fun, and we do. I
unlike
think
how most
people-
Indians like their coffee, which is dark.
dark roast. Yes,
Dark roast. Right,
But
so.
yeah, so in this matter, Z is the
Yeah, so on my front, I've
master.
been a tea drinker or a chai drinker for most of my life. It's only when I decided to switch over to a vegan lifestyle. Actually, more than vegan, it was a dairy-free lifestyle. Like, um, I've really started experimenting with coffee because tea, when you have it black, kind of tastes weird. But coffee, on the other hand, black coffee really has a kicker to it, right? And so
Yeah.
I've been a few months in this rabbit hole,
right.
and I've gone on just very obsessively consuming knowledge about the different kind of apparatus that you can buy for making coffee and the different kind of beans,
Yeah.
and I've gone on to talking to various baristas who sort of make their coffee. Baristas right from like neighborhood pop mom and pop store to the baristas of a Starbucks. And really talking to them about.
And plus, like today, you're seeing a lot of like homegrown coffee shops
Yeah,
coming up.
true,
Like genuinely, even in like our areas, you can hear coffee shops like Koinonia Coffee Roasters,
Correct.
Casey Coffee
You
Roasters.
got
if you
Blue
wanna call
Tokai,
them.
which
You got-
is
yeah, Blue Tokai is
doing
around.
pretty good.
Yeah, and
Um,
Mumbai really is becoming like a hub for
True.
good like homegrown beans and coffee
Correct,
coming up
correct.
in different parts of this city.
Yeah, and
in
I'd like
general.
just like to highlight that it's interesting that coffee's actually made a comeback because I remember back in 2007 2008 when I was just about to like move out from school. People really hung out in coffee parlors. Like Cafe Coffee Day was the
Yeah,
chain
yeah,
of
yeah.
coffee shops that was like everywhere. Like they were like pretty much present in every
Cafe
nook and
Coffee
corner.
Day has been around the block.
Yeah,
dude. It's
Barista-
like why is it everywhere?
Barista
I'm
and
tired of it.
CCD were everywhere.
Yeah.
And then somewhere around 2009, we started seeing the rise of the hookah, or the shisha parlor.
Oh yeah.
And that-
shisha became a big
Yeah,
thing.
so
in the
so
last
people
decade.
really forgot about coffee. They swapped their drinking coffee for coffee
Yeah.
smoking flavors
Yeah.
and shawarmas. And I think up till about 3 or 4 years ago, nobody was really talking coffee. But,
It's back, man.
yeah, it's back because about like the third wave coffee movement has been coined like
Yeah.
about 4 or 5 years ago, like
And,
as long it's not like it happened yesterday, but I think in India it's really starting to make waves, and yeah, so guys, coffee is back, and which is amazing because it's the second most consumed beverage in the world.
Honestly, like I genuinely since the beginning, I've never been a big fan of tea. I've
Yeah.
always been like more of
Yeah.
I mean, I never knew about coffee really early on. I never drank it.
Yeah,
But tea wasn't something that really, got
Correct.
me going in general.
Yeah, and it's got.
And the day I started having coffee, I was like, where have you been all my
Where have you been all
life?
your
why
life?
why have I been without you?
Right, right.
It's like a lost love that I got back.
True,
and
true.
But no, I do love drinking coffee every day, but
Uh-huh.
I am a complete novice or a beginner in anything related to
नया
coffee.
छोकरा है ये.
हाँ बहुत नया छोकरा हूँ. मुझे ये नहीं पता है कि what is
इसका
the difference
time आ
between like
गया.
an espresso and an americano or whatever. But the only difference I know is what is like iced coffee and normal espresso, because हाँ iced coffee में ice है, दूसरा गर्म होता है. इतना पता है.
No, but
That I know. Like,
wow,
that's
that's really saying something, because you know, and that's what really the third wave coffee movement is all about, you know. And before we really talk about third wave coffee, it's only logical to talk about what's second wave coffee and what's first
Yeah,
wave coffee,
yeah.
right?
True.
I mean, if I had to make it as simple as
I mean, it is just bean water, isn't it? It is
I
just
know.
bean water.
I've been water, now I'm ice.
Oh my god.
Okay. Lame joke alert. Right. So yeah, bean water and first wave coffee. Sort of first wave coffee, I mean, if you want to understand it chronologically, somewhere ended, the first wave of coffee somewhere ended in the 70s. Right? Up till the 70s, coffee was really viewed as a commodity. It was just something that you had in the morning to wake up, and that's about it. It was like dark liquid in a metal cup that you just chucked down. Didn't really
Right.
think too much about taste or flavor, but you know it woke you up, right? So you can
Right.
look at the first, and again I'm really like,
Is there like any historic, kind of importance to why coffee even started in general?
so I'm not that well read into the history, but what I do know is that coffee in the beginning was as a commodity as readily available as tea.
Mhm.
It's just that it sort of had like a smaller group of people who were takers,
Yeah.
so it as a general rule of thumb became more expensive. Of course, tea was historically discovered, at least as per records, tea
Right.
was discovered much before in China,
Right.
accidentally. But
Yeah, when like,
Yeah.
it was like a leaf fell into
Yeah, like,
someone's cup
how
of water.
how idealistic is that? I don't
Yeah,
buy
like-
that, man. Like,
Like I every time I hear that story, it's so
Yeah.
funny. Like just a leaf fell into that cup
Yeah.
of water, and then he drank it, and that
I mean,
emperor really liked
who
it.
does
so he just,
that?
Tea was discovered that way.
I don't buy that. But if
I mean, you know what? Most I think discoveries are by accident, so
Yeah.
I can kind of see why.
including having children.
Uh,
that we don't want to go there. Tea is a happier accident, right?
I don't know if that would be a happy accident or not.
No.
Depends
no.
on the person.
True.
But
Right. So
enough
back
about
to
that.
more interesting topic of bean water,
Yes.
right? So
Being-
bean water, right? So the 1970s, I think, is the last time for first wave coffee when it was just basically a commodity, like just something you had to wake up. 70s onwards, like probably till 2010,
yeah.
you really saw coffee being used more as an experience.
Mhm.
People had this idea of trying to do it differently, trying to take the entire process from A to Z and
Right.
doing it differently. They came up with shops which were just serving coffee. Like earlier, you just had diners that gave you coffee along with what you ordered. Now you had shops where you could just go and have coffee.
That's that would be like a big improvement
Yeah.
for people. At least like I guess the number of people who must be drinking coffee must have
Correct.
increased by then as well.
Correct. So
Uh,
coffee was still a commodity
Yeah.
in second wave, but the second wave saw a larger importance being given to the experience of having a coffee. But still, coffee was still a medium,
Mhm.
a medium for conversations.
I think
uh,
it still is, man.
yeah,
Like
a
coffee,
medium-
I think it'll be always be a medium. For
Yeah, but that's
conversation, right?
exactly where third wave comes in and says that we're doing it differently.
Yeah.
So third wave is very zen.
Right.
It's entirely about the coffee. I mean, you could go to third wave coffee shops and just see people not talk to each other, just be consumed in their cup of
Consumed
coffee.
Yeah.
Third wave is where you're seeing art being infused in coffee. It's the rise of crafting coffee. It's a lot more experimentation.
Mhm.
It's shunning the older methods. So like giant.
I think especially with big corporations like Starbucks.
Correct.
And,
So interestingly, Starbucks is still second
all
wave.
these- I would guess, because I think they tried to really standardize it as well.
Yeah.
Even though they do, and I'll give it to them that they do try out like new drinks and all, but
True.
I don't think they really play around with the coffee as much as they play around with
Correct.
shakes
It's
and milkshakes.
yeah, and it's about the
other kind of
experience.
drinks.
Again, when
And
you go to
yeah.
Starbucks, it's really about the cup of coffee that you're having while you're working using their Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Right.
And Starbucks is a great place to just sit and work and do all those kind of things. But coffee, to be an authentic coffee drinker,
Yeah.
I highly doubt Starbucks is the best place. For that.
I mean, I'm sure they have their variants of coffee. To be very honest, I've strayed away from Starbucks because I always found that there was way too much hype around them. Call me a non-conformist,
Hipster.
but yeah,
You hipster.
call me a non-conformist, but where everyone's at, I don't want to be.
Yeah.
Like it's again, like I could be wrong, but it's just a personal preference. Like I would love to go to a mom and pop cafe
Right.
where I can talk to the owner of the cafe and he's just a lot more conscious about the process and which is what third wave coffee is, right?
Yeah,
It's
like,
about,
honestly. I think that's one of the best parts about anything, right?
Yeah.
And today I think we see it more than in just coffee.
True.
Even with any brand around, I think people are starting to get more interested in the story behind
Yeah,
the product itself, or
exactly.
the story behind whatever they are buying, because
Exactly.
it's become really important for them to know that whatever they have has
True.
some greater value than just doing what it does.
True.
And it might not be for everything,
Mhm.
but it definitely is for, like, nowadays. If you see about if you talk about shoes, for the biggest example here, shoes, they themselves, like, the big stars are playing with them. There's a reason behind it, the process, the way it was made, why it was
Yeah.
made, the way it was
The
made.
rise of
Just-
StockX.com.
Dude, yeah,
and
like, just to improve your athletic capability, as much as you yourself
Yeah.
every day aren't going to be using it for athletics.
Correct.
Or any of those things. Just the value that it gives, that it is made for this particular reason, or
Correct.
for that matter, Yeezys were just made to be like, they are expensive, really really expensive shoes.
True.
And we can get into shoes some other time, but yeah,
Yeah.
like, coffee in
Correct.
general, I feel like one of those things where people really do want a story
Correct. And
behind all of this.
which is exactly what's happening here. You're seeing a rise of stores that so you have this trend coming up called conscious capitalism, which is sort of like an oxymoron because it's still capitalism.
Yeah.
But so now this is the side I'm going to be a little objective and neutral over here. So
Yeah.
third wave coffee makers somehow diss on second wave coffee makers and say that second wave coffee makers don't really care about quality. They don't really care about origins. They don't really care about how much they roast the bean, which is the interesting part.
To be honest, and I think this is me coming from just hearing you talk
Yeah.
about it right now is not something that I've really looked into and I know a lot about but what I think in that case would have been, like, at the time it was the environment that was like that, right? Like, at the time the environment was more competitive. There was people wanted to start up their businesses. This was really early on, and these second wave coffee makers came early on in the
Correct. Like, and you've got to like
80s, 90s, when
you've got to realize that
Yeah.
second wave coffee was still corporation coffee.
and at the time corporations wanted to make you, and that's how it started, right?
Yeah.
Nobody really went into the process of it all. They wanted to sell coffee, and
Exactly.
in the process of selling coffee they kind of standardized it, and
Yeah.
you could see where it went from there.
Correct.
And third wave, I guess, would be getting back to the origins and roots too of everything,
Yeah.
like how it's grown and how it's nurtured and how
Agreed.
it's made, roasted,
Agreed.
utilized in your everyday life.
Yeah, one of their biggest so third wave coffee makers claim one of the biggest differences is that the palate of the coffee palate of the world is generally right leaning to darker roasts,
Right.
right? And which is what
That's what I call myself.
yeah, which is what they claim
Yeah.
that second wave coffee makers do. They over roast their coffee beans,
Right.
which gives you a very nice burnt caramelized caramel. I just went into a song.
I mean, yeah, there are two ways people
Yeah,
pronounce it:
yeah,
caramel or
yeah.
caramel.
Yeah, so you get this caramelized palate,
Yeah.
and it sort of has a sweetness to it, but is like overtaken by this chunky bitterness, smokiness.
Yeah, it's
right.
really usually.
That's
and
the
I
world's
I would call all these, like, coffee chain coffees.
Yeah.
Let's say really bitter without, like, you really do need to put the amount of sugar in. To be
Right,
like,
right.
it's a little more bearable in that way.
So third wave coffee makers
Yeah.
claim that when you over roast the coffee, you're sort of really losing the. So okay, get this. Coffee bean doesn't really grow as a bean.
Right.
The coffee
I-
bean grows as a cherry.
Oh, so I
So you
didn't know
could
that.
actually
Was
eat
it-
the fruit. Yeah, it's
Oh,
sort
wow.
of greenish, reddish in color.
Huh.
You could eat the fruit. It's sourish. It won't do stuff to you.
Right.
You could if you eat it and sort of digest it and poop it out, you would give the world something called Kopi Luwak coffee. Just
And
that you'd have to be a
you
cat.
talking about pooping
Yeah.
it. I was about to
Poopy.
say, like, I know there's something
So-
about cat pooped coffee
Yeah,
being
Poopy
a
Luwak
thing.
coffee or Koopy Poopy. Wait, I forgot the name. What? Poopy Luwak?
I'm guessing it must be.
No,
I remember hearing
no,
about it.
no. It's not Poopy. It's Kopi Luwak. Oh, fuck.
Poopy Luwak. Poopy Luwak. That
No,
brain
no, no.
fart was quite good. Huh?
Yeah.
Uh,
So Kopi Luwak coffee is actually cat.
Z is certainly on some Kopi Luwak coffee today, for sure. Or rather, I think he's on some Irish coffee really early in the day.
Interesting. Irish coffee in India.
Uh-huh.
Right. Yeah. So Kopi Luwak coffee is when a cat sort of eats the coffee cherry. Like they apparently love the cherry
Right.
and just like most animals or birds can't digest the seed, they poop
cat
the seed
can't
out.
as well,
Apparently,
yeah.
the process that it goes inside the gut of the poop Kopi
Kopi
Luwak
Luwak
cat,
Kopi Luwak.
Kopi Luwak cat sort of ferments the coffee bean in a way where the flavor is really enhanced. So if you want a poopy coffee, go Kopi Luwak.
So that's like literally giving a new meaning to eat shit, huh?
It-
Or rather, you're drinking this. In that
Right.
respect, yeah.
Right. So going back, coffee is actually a cherry. And
Oh, just one more
Yeah.
thing with Kopi Luwak. I think I've heard about coffee being made from elephant poop as well, because
Yeah.
elephants were
yeah, I hope
made
this
to
is
made to eat these
Wow.
cherries, and then they pooped out the beans, and they used the beans,
Wow.
cleaned the beans, and made
yeah,
coffee
yeah.
from- Again, this is something I randomly got to know.
I think this is the 2.5 wave coffee.
Yeah,
Before
yeah.
third wave came and said, guys, no shit.
Yeah,
We don't want to deal with any poopy business. We'll just be simple, conscious coffee, right?
But this is something I remember. Like, I don't know, watching a YouTube video about
Yeah.
randomly about coffee, and somehow this came up. So yeah.
So right, so that's what it is. I mean, so the process starts with taking the coffee cherry. You can then go two ways about it.
Yeah.
One is you could wash it in huge vats of water,
Mm-hmm.
or the second is you could just leave it to dry out in the sun naturally.
Mm-hmm.
So now the way that the coffee has been treated in these two stages is going to give it two very distinctly different flavors.
Yeah.
Right, in the washing stage, the cherry is going to be taken off, and all you'll have is a seed, trying to not have any innuendo in here. In the natural fermenting process, you're just going to have
You're
this.
just popping that cherry in there.
Okay.
I mean, it's just, no innuendo.
Roasting
I'm
things
just-
dark,
I'm just,
are
I'm
we?
I'm just saying what was
Right.
presented.
Wait. Where are we? Where is my chain of thought? What were you talking about? Roasting coffee.
Yeah, so you were talking about two ways of.
Yeah. Right. So
doing
you
coffee.
roast them in two different ways,
Roasting,
and then after that, sorry, you let them dry out in two different ways, and then the roasting process begins.
Yeah.
So usually corporations will over roast the coffee seed
Mm-hmm.
because the seed has a certain flavor to it.
Right.
But when you're doing cheap mass produced coffee, which is basically a commodity that you want to like stuff up in bargain stores for people to
Yeah.
buy, it's going to have a weird taste to it, naturally occurring weird taste. To mask that, you will over roast the coffee. So now over the years, people really developed a palate for that over roasted coffee.
Right.
And
I
that's-
mean, people have been consuming that over roasted coffee for a very,
For a
long,
very
time,
long
so I'm
time,
quite
right?
sure it must have been like.
Exactly. And
Develop
that's
that.
what third wave coffee makers are doing very differently is that they're playing a lot with the roasting period. The
Right.
amount of time that the bean is getting roasted, the temperature.
Right.
You could say that they're generally doing a lighter roast,
Uh-huh.
which when brewed is giving you a more fruity, sparkling, the body is a lot more lighter.
Like,
It doesn't leave gritty
yeah.
teeth behind.
Yeah.
It's got a very robust flavor.
I think one of the biggest, and talking about this,
Yeah.
I experienced this in KC Coffee Roasters that I was mentioning.
Yeah.
By the way, guys, it's not sponsored by them or anything.
Yeah,
I'm just
we-
talking about my experience.
Not that big yet,
Yeah,
just the
yeah.
second video.
Like hashtag
Second
not
audio.
spawn. Yeah, this is
Yeah,
our second
not
podcast. Yeah, but no. So
No,
this
we
is
just
something
want to give a
like,
shout out to some really cool
yeah,
people who
like
are
Blue
doing
Tokai
it.
and all these guys are genuinely some
Yeah.
people who I feel like have been really great about with, especially with coffee. So in KC, I ended up like for the first time ever in my life ended up having a cold brew.
Mm.
And I had gone there with my cousin brother, and he really loves coffee, and I like he knows a lot more about coffee than I do.
Yeah.
And he is one of those coffee purists, I would say, like,
Nice.
who really
Nice.
makes well made, well
Jake
roasted,
Peralta reference.
well roasted coffee.
Huh.
Not just anything. So
Correct.
I had gone there with him, and this is like a really I don't. It's deep in some gully.
Huh.
KC coffee. It's not easy to find.
Not
in
easy to find.
general.
Blue
You
Tokai
need
though
to-
still has
you need to-
become has opened up a lot of stores.
I think
easier to
KC is
find.
also opening now.
They
so,
have?
yeah, but
Did they open up a college?
Oh my God, KC one. No,
Lame.
but yeah. So I ended up going and getting a cold brew. Then for the first time, I could taste more than just
The burnt bitterness.
burnt
Yeah,
bitterness
right?
of coffee.
Right?
I had a fruity note
Yeah.
inside that coffee,
Correct.
which was a very interesting thing because it felt like a very different. I would say a bit more strawberry-ish if I
Mm.
wanted to give that
Okay.
note a name.
Right.
A little more strawberry-ish with a dark truffle kind
Wow.
of taste,
That's-
which is an interesting
that sounds interesting.
combination to have in a coffee, right?
Right.
Like not something I would expect from
Yeah.
a coffee.
And then if you have such great flavors, you don't
Yeah.
want to over roast.
and cold brew is supposed to be really like out there black coffee that is
Yeah.
for people who really do appreciate coffee.
Correct.
And I am just a novice who's had like Nescafe every day in my life.
Looking at you, Nestle.
To suddenly going
Ding, ding,
getting
ding.
into
It's not
cold
Nestle.
brew and what are you doing, man?
Something.
And I just ended up having like that coffee, and it felt so good.
It
Like
did?
I feel like if I could. And they do sell beans separately if you really
Correct.
want to, ever. They sell coffee machines, coffee beans, and all
Right.
those things if you ever really do want to buy it.
Yeah,
from
so
them.
we're seeing like a lot more of people being. So I mean, get this right from a few years ago where you just wanted to go to a store and have your coffee. We've gone from that to instant coffee, and from that we've gone to somewhere around the same time period actually buying a grinder, buying your own beans, grinding them, and brewing your own coffee. So in a way, third wave coffee is sort of acknowledging the inner barista in each of us, where we really want to be part of the whole food to folk supply chain, right?
Yeah.
And that's what really third wave is all about. It's about a more transparent supply chain where fair trade laws are being applied, farmers are being personally sort of they the coffee maker sort of has a personal relation with the farmer. They go around, travel the world, source the coffee, make sure that the coffee guy, most of them are in South America, which happens to be a great place to brew coffee, like Ethiopia. I don't know if that's in South America, but okay, so like good coffee usually comes from a lot of places.
That just always research before you speak, man.
Yeah, no, I actually don't. I mean, Aishman's just gonna do a quick search over here. But yeah, good coffee usually comes from places like Ethiopia and Ecuador. You have
It's in East Africa, my friend.
Ooh.
Africa.
Right. So you have a lot of great coffee coming from Jamaica as
we
well.
would feel, like honestly, it's so
Geography
funny to say
challenge.
this. Geographically challenged.
Geographically
for sure.
challenged. But interestingly, a lot of second wave coffee makers tried to play the whole geographical indication card. They had the whole Ecuador coffee and Jamaican coffee, and it sort of made people feel nice. Like it made people pick their coffee because it seemed different. Like you're buying coffee in India, but it's from Jamaica
Right.
or it's from Ethiopia, etc., etc. And that's what a lot of second wave coffee makers did, but it didn't work it did work for sales, but it didn't work enough to sort of ahead the taste of the coffee.
Yeah.
And that's where third wave really came in and said, hey, you know what, we're going to pursue this for the art. We're not here for the money. We're just going to do a nice light roast. We're more committed to preserving the flavors.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so I mean,
And I can understand because there's so much more a coffee bean gives you than just that bitter caramelized taste.
Exactly. So
And you realize it once you actually start having that coffee,
correct.
that true to its essence origin coffee.
Correct.
And it's the funny thing is it's not even that as expensive as you would
Yeah,
expect it to
it's
be.
it's
right?
not. I mean, like a 50 gram jar of Nescafe costs 150 rupees, which is 3 rupees a
Yeah.
gram. While a third wave coffee, so for example, we're gonna a little while later, we're gonna actually brew a third wave coffee
like
on the
genuinely
spot.
on this podcast
Right?
you'll hear us brewing a coffee.
Brewing coffee,
and,
right? Like from the
yeah,
start to
from
the end,
start to
and
the
we're
end
gonna
and
taste it.
Taste it and give our reactions.
Give
to
our
that
reactions,
particular
right?
coffee.
Like I'm biased, but this dude over
I have
here,
no clue about all
he
this.
might hate it, he might like it, we don't know.
I mean, I'm open to experiencing it for
Right,
sure.
but he's gonna be honest.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I'll be
Right,
honest.
so
but-
third wave coffee isn't really that expensive. I mean, something like a Landor coffee, which is what we're going to be tasting later, which comes from Missouri, is high altitude coffee.
Mhm.
It 250 grams cost me a little less than 500 rupees shipped to my
Yeah,
doorstep, which
yeah.
is a little less than 2 rupees a gram, right? So there is a difference in the price point as well. So while I'm mentioning Missouri, let's also get into the discussion of high altitude coffee and low altitude coffee,
Right.
right? So the one
And
thing,
again, I
yeah.
would love to learn more about
Yes.
this. What was the true difference between like?
So the one thing you
why
want
is
to
it
know
different?
about is that lower altitudes, when coffee is grown in lower altitudes,
Yeah.
usually the mixture of gases in the air, which is
Right.
basically most of it is nitrogen, and then you have oxygen and carbon dioxide,
Mhm.
is pretty dense. So for the coffee plant to breathe, it's pretty easy. and what it does is you have a very different kind of taste coming from low altitude coffee.
Right.
But if you've ever done trekking, or if you've gone hiking
No,
and gone up a
like
hill,
I've gone up,
you know
like,
it
those
becomes more
mountains
difficult to
and
breathe.
Yeah.
Right, so as
it
you
is.
go up, what you have to do is something called anaerobic respiration, where
Yeah.
you're not taking in as much oxygen as you want, so your body produces something called lactic acid.
Lactic acid. Yeah.
So the same thing happens with the coffee plant, and because of the lactic acid build-up, the coffee over there would taste very different. So there's no rule of thumb, but usually high altitude coffees have a fuller body, because let's just put it that way, that the coffee's worked harder,
To make
to
it
grow.
yeah.
right? And lower
Fair.
altitude coffees might not have
They've had
a
that
very
comfortable
full body,
growth.
but they have a very familiar taste.
Yeah.
Like that's coffee as you know it.
So I mean, I think each one of those coffees would have their specific taste and speciality, and I'm sure each
Correct.
tastes like really
Yeah,
nice
but-
on their own way.
And there are different takers for each of them.
I'm
All-
quite sure. Yeah.
Right? So that's really difference between high and low altitude coffee.
Yeah.
So I think it's also a good thing to discuss about instant coffee. I mean,
Yeah, I
At-
mean,
at this-
as I've been saying,
Yeah,
Nescafe.
we've
is
had it most
one
of our
those
life,
things,
right?
Yeah.
and so when people
Again, not sponsored, guys.
not spa.
spon-
So while people start reading about third wave coffee and go to Starbucks, so the general tendency is to sort of start hating instant coffee.
Uh-huh.
Like you immediately diss on instant coffee and go like, ye kya hai?
Yeah, like
This is
it
what's this
shouldn't be
bullshit?
that way,
And,
yeah.
and I don't want to have that. But the interesting part that you don't know is that instant coffee is actually just coming from the same bean,
Yeah.
is being distilled into the same shot of espresso. It's just that it's being freeze dried and dehydrated, and that's why it becomes a bean.
That's how it.
It
like,
becomes
that's why
like a
when you add
powder,
water to
and-
it, that's why the
And
coffee
that's why
flavor
it
does
mixes
come
so
out, right?
fast. So
Because most of the things
Right,
when
exactly.
it's freeze dried, it's like basically all the moisture is removed from that
exactly.
thing,
So
and
that's why you have you had that like intensely annoying thing when you like get a wet spoon in the jar of coffee
yeah,
and
yeah,
it just dies, like it just dies. Like it's like I'm dead. So because it's dehydrated, any amount, even the little bit of water, if you get near it, it's gonna like make your hand sticky and it's gonna
sticky,
spoil
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. And
So-
like it'll just spoil the
Yeah.
essence of that
Right,
coffee.
so you
basically.
need to like have it in an airtight container.
And honestly, like no lie, all these instant coffees are not bad.
Yeah.
Like they taste good.
It's just that they're generally all over roasted.
over roasted.
So
yeah.
they'll have
So
that.
you don't get that true flavor. At the
Yeah, I
end
mean,
of
yeah,
the
you could say that, and
I mean,
and they're not
as much
easy
as
to
that.
have without sugar. I mean, you would need some sort of sugar
Yeah, because it becomes
additive.
too bitter.
It's too
otherwise.
bitter.
Yeah, yeah.
But coffee that's not over roasted is usually easier to have without sugar. I mean,
Yeah.
of course, like sugar makes the world a better place, and it's the drug that
Though-
we're
though-
all
though it
legally
is the most
allowed
addictive
to.
thing ever, and
Yeah.
it causes a lot of other problems.
Yeah, it
but,
does. But hey,
you
it's
know.
legal, so
Yeah.
right. So that's basically what instant coffee is, right? And this discussion isn't really so much to say about which is good and which is bad.
Yeah.
It's about just sort of introducing you to both different kinds.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, we aren't gonna be like, oh, you should like this and you should like that. We aren't like those people who wanna stuff down an opinion on.
Where it's
into,
nice, simple, easy
hey.
people who can have a conversation
Yeah,
with
we just want to
anyone.
know more. Is the only
Yeah,
thing.
right?
Learn about the coffee.
Pursuit of knowledge.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I need to say that with a deeper voice, like
Oh yeah,
Darth
like
Vader's
Kratos
voice.
says boy and
oh my
in
god,
the
boy,
game.
come here,
Boy. It's kind of like that.
boy, life boy.
Yeah, dude, it's amazing. That game is.
Actually, well.
amazing. Anyway, we are
Right,
going
sorry.
away from the topic
Just
again.
goofing around.
But yeah.
So yeah, instant coffee isn't bad. It's just something you've had your whole life. You're
Uh-huh.
comfortable with it. It's freaking easy to make. All you need to do is mix like a spoon in a not a spoon. You need to have coffee in the spoon and mix it in hot water. Spoon mixed in water would taste weird, but yeah, you don't want all those antioxidants, right? So it's easier. Instant coffee is just might take 10, 15, 20 seconds to make.
Yeah.
Now the thing with brewing
And
coffee,
for people like working every day,
Yeah,
it's kind of
right?
easier to
it's
just
easier.
like,
So I mean,
make
it
that.
has that convenience, but
yeah.
but keep in mind that brewing coffee the non-instant way is an amazing experience, and it just feels so much more richer, just from a experience point of view, because you have the entire process of, let's say you have the beans already ground.
Yeah.
So depending on what kind of apparatus you're using, and people go batshit crazy, right? It's not just the regular French press.
Yeah.
There are things like Chemex, there are things like nitrogen brew,
Huh.
there are things like mocha pot,
What the?
right?
What
Right?
is all this?
So there are like at least 15 to 20 type of variants that I know of that people use around the world
Yeah.
to brew their bean water,
Fair.
right?
Okay.
In India we have
I mean.
the most widely used is the filter coffee. So we have something called
Oh,
the percolator.
But filter coffee is.
Do you
is
know why
amazing.
filter
It's
coffee tastes
amazing.
amazing? Most people don't know this, but filter coffee tastes amazing because of I forgot the word.
Wow.
Such a nice
You're gonna
build
give
up.
me, yeah, you built it up like, why it's amazing.
No,
And
so
then
filter coffee tastes great because of an adulterant that's added called chicory.
Oh, okay.
So, now what chicory really is back when the world wasn't as rich and coffee became expensive post the wars,
Huh.
people wanted coffee but couldn't afford it.
Hey.
So they discovered a plant whose name was chicory. Hello, I'm chicory.
Hello, Shikari. I'm.
Yeah, monocle and a hat.
I'm gonna
and
kill you
everything.
today and make you into coffee.
Thanks, kind man.
Yeah.
So they found this plant called chicory, which, jiska root, the root of which, when powdered,
Mhm.
tasted very similar to coffee.
Oh, okay.
So,
So
they
it was like
used-
an alternative to the same
Yes.
thing. Right.
So coffee was cut with chicory in equal parts, or often more chicory
So
than coffee.
to make it more accessible
Yes,
to the people.
exactly.
Right.
But what happened is over the years, as people could afford coffee,
Uh-huh.
they sort of stayed rooted and grounded to that taste of chicory. And that's why still Indian filter coffee, do this guys, if you're ever buying coffee, take the packet, if it's ready packet on the shelf of
Mhm.
your DMart or Food Bazaar or
Yeah.
wherever, flip it around and please make it a habit to read the ingredients. So a filter
okay.
coffee is usually, the ingredients will be coffee powder, chicory. Right? And chicory is usually mixed in a ratio of 20 with a ratio of 80 for coffee. So 80%
okay.
coffee,
That's interesting.
20% chicory is like the standard mix.
So this is like generally there in all coffees
generally
right now.
in all filter coffees.
all filter coffees.
Which is the Indian way of South Indian filter coffee is like the Indian way of
It has a
having
good
coffee.
history behind it though. You
It
can
has a
kind of
good
see why it came
Right.
about and why it
Yeah.
went into the coffee.
right, and it's
how it
interesting
became
that
a thing.
it's still stuck.
Yeah.
So in India we have like the filter coffee
I
percolator.
think people develop that taste within themselves.
Correct.
Like, okay, yeah, this tastes nice.
This
why
tastes
not have
nice,
this?
why not have it?
Yeah.
Plus, like the thing with coffee is that at least in India, usually coffee is not had black for the most part. You sort of have
yeah.
add some sort of
It's
creamer
rare
to
to
it,
find people
which is usually
who do
dairy, right? And so it's going to probably be like
Yeah.
10% water and 10% espresso
Yeah.
of whatever the percolated amount comes out, and 90% full cream milk.
Yeah, I mean, again, for me, even though because of my diet, I've not been really having cream milk.
Yeah.
I'll still have like
Dude's dieting.
What's it
Skim
called?
milk.
2% skim milk
2%
and
skim milk.
all those kind of things put
So
into
he's
my
just
coffee
paying
because
for
I can't.
white water.
Yeah, I'm having white. I'm basically putting more water into already.
Because in
black
case you
coffee.
guys didn't know, milk is already like 90% water.
Oh yeah. I mean, you know what? That's a whole other discussion to have at
Yeah.
some point.
Dairy
But-
is evil.
Dairy is not evil, man. Dairy is. I mean, ice cream ke bina.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that makes me take back
I
my
can't live
words.
without it. That's the second thing, guys. I can't live without ice cream either.
We could freaking do an entire thing on ice cream.
Yeah. Oh, that would be fun.
Nice.
We'll have ice creams while doing it. You know, you guys can join us in that
Yeah.
at some point.
You know, I mean, it'd be crazy if you guys are right now having some coffee. Because guess what? We're just about to brew some coffee of our own. Right now.
It'll be a really,
So you're
fun
gonna
time
hear
to do
like
it.
the entire pot of coffee. So it's so the apparatus I have over here is essentially like a 40-year-old family heirloom
Family heirloom.
family heirloom that's being passed on from my forefathers to my father and now to me. We basically just polish it year on year to like make it look nice, but inside it's
But that's
really
such a cool thing
old
to
and
have, right?
shriveled,
Like
right?
an
Yeah.
heirloom for coffee.
right.
That's
So
cool.
so basically for the past 40 years there's been coffee made in this device. We wash it, of course. But yeah, so I mean
I can't wait to smell the coffee.
Yeah.
Man.
so to understand this apparatus a little more, think of it as a cross between a French press and a French press meets a mocha pot meets a drip coffee, right? A pour over.
Also,
Right.
what I feel underrated is the smell of coffee.
Oh my
like,
God.
I don't know how. People don't appreciate. it
Dude,
enough,
like you enter like an air conditioned cafe and that coffee smell just
dude. I think
makes
it's one of the best things out
right
there.
right now I'm just
man.
opening my little airtight container of coffee and we're just gonna take a whiff of the powder and those are angels singing, by the way.
It has such a nice aroma to it. In
Oh my
general.
God.
It feels like
So
it,
good.
It has a really earthy tone to it.
Yeah.
To be honest, like this one really gives off that earthy tone.
And it helps that it looks like soil, so quite
You know what?
literally.
Yeah, coincidentally,
It
does.
looks like soil. Now the interesting part over here is that the coffee we have is like I was saying earlier. It's from this brand called Landor Coffee, and I sort of got hold of their limited Christmas blend that they had, which is a medium roast Arabica coffee. Okay, guys, there are two types of coffee beans, right? Arabica, Robusta. I'm not gonna get into the details, but Arabica is widely used around the world because the crop is generally more resistant to weather fluctuations. Robusta, though, has about 3% more caffeine than Arabica.
Oh, that's interesting to know.
So these guys use Arabica, Lando coffee, and their Christmas blend is actually a concoction of Arabica coffee that's sort of roasted medium, and it's been added with orange peels, cinnamon, and like a hint of rum flavoring.
Oh wow! So we're gonna get drunk, huh?
Yeah, we're gonna get it. So if you can smell it again, tell me if you get the cinnamon and the orange peel. It's okay if you don't.
I think
His
I get the
entire
cinnamon.
nose is
more.
gone in the coffee powder.
I think I get the cinnamon really
Right,
well.
cinnamon
Because
is-
cinnamon is really strong in it. But
Do you know the
I
synonym of
really,
cinnamon?
I can't catch the orange peel as pronounced in general.
Is it the synonym or the cinnamon?
Cinnamon.
The synonym of the cinnamon or the cinnamon of the synonym?
You messed it up right now, yourself.
Okay, yeah, the synonym of the synonym, but okay.
But let's-
So
let's
right
get
now what
to
I'm doing is I have the apparatus ready. I've put the little filter inside the pot,
Yeah.
and I'm just adding like heaped teaspoons of coffee. So basically doing around 3 teaspoons, which works out to roughly about 6 to 9 grams of coffee. Usually you can go up to 14 grams of coffee for like a single shot of espresso. I mean, I would recommend that you start measuring how much you're using just so that you have reference points, you know, like sometimes brew 3 grams of coffee, sometimes brew like 6, sometimes 9.
Yeah.
That way you know, like how it tastes each time. Of course, you got to keep all the other variables sort of together. But yeah, so all the coffee powder is gone in, and now you have sort of like this small little cap that you can put on the filter, which sort of shields the coffee powder from me directly pouring the hot water over it. Right? It takes about a while to brew.
Why do we need to shield it?
We need to shield it because the coffee beans that are granulated are usually very sensitive. Oh, they have feelings. they're very delicate and sensitive, and you want like a very slow release of flavors happening.
Right.
So if you directly put the water up, up top, you might, because basically the filter is, to make you also understand, the filter is like a lot of tiny little holes. So water is going to sort of surround the coffee powder and drip down into the container below. So we want the water not to just completely go down.
Submerge it into that water, but
So,
rather than that, like have it a slow kind of build.
Right now I'm going to pour the water, and you sort of use the pour over method for pouring water, which is sort of you go around instead of just pouring it directly. And
you can see the water turning, darker and darker as you keep pouring more and more into it.
And so you fill the cup and you go up to the top, and then there's like a small lid that you just shut, and you let all that magic happen inside the hood. So like the lid's firmly shut. I really don't know why, but I'm just sort of parroting this to you. A lot of baristas recommend that the water be a little below 100 degrees Celsius when you put it in the coffee.
Right.
So it's boiling, but it's not exactly 100 degrees. So just before steam.
I hope we have less than that, because we also don't know.
I think we're just noobing it.
Yeah, we are noobing it.
But water had steam coming, to garam hai.
Oh, but I can start. That smell is starting
right?
to come.
It's got
and
a
oh my god,
powerful aroma.
if you guys could be here with us, I'm not even kidding. I think you would enjoy this particular. If you are truly a coffee person,
I mean, really go hard,
even
man.
if you aren't and you do like these kind of smells, I would really would say. Like,
seriously, pause this, go out, brew your coffee. Let it be a Nescafe, a brew,
I mean,
or
have
whatever.
a coffee with us, guys.
Have a coffee with us, right? Because anyways, this entire thing is about three friends chilling.
And if you don't wanna, like, we aren't gonna force you. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's just that
I can say you go have coffee.
Recommendation from our side.
गए नहीं ना अभी तक. ऐसा ना
अभी
दिखता है इधर podcast.
Give you a moment. You can pause it right
Podcast
now.
analytics में दिख रहा है कि तुम गए नहीं हो.
Make that coffee and come back.
Go. Go nicely go.
Okay, अभी बस. Okay आ गए हो.
No pressure, huh? But no pressure.
No pressure.
So we're gonna give this coffee like about, I think, 5 minutes to brew. At the same time, another note is that we're gonna have this without sugar or without milk.
Yeah. We aren't adding anything into this particular blend.
Because you gotta be like fair to the coffee and judge it on its own, right? I'm just putting my finger in the coffee powder bowl and licking it.
I wanna see, is there any flavor here?
Yeah. I have like this burst of cinnamon orange peel happening inside my mouth.
Oh my god, I got it.
Yeah, so like imagine like you're eating a Christmas cake. Now just that the Christmas cake is coffee.
The cinnamon is really strong,
right?
dude.
Cinnamon
it's
is
really strong.
So like just a side note, I also create fragrances.
Oh, but I can genuinely get the orange.
You can?
Like when I put it in my mouth, like that's when I get the orange.
Right?
I couldn't smell it before.
Yeah.
It was I mean my nose isn't really like that sensitive because and he was just about to mention it. I create fragrances. So cinnamon as an ingredient is something you have to. Z really does want to become a perfumer.
Yes,
so
ZZ Scenes. Like
ZZ Scenes.
I'm a self-taught perfumer, and cinnamon is a pretty powerful ingredient. So you gotta microdose it really. And I'm sure these guys have microdosed it too, but like the effect is like sometimes you could just use a little of something and still have a lot of the taste coming through, and which is what's happening. I don't really get the rum a lot. I don't know. Do you want to add rum?
Let's
like side note.
We can just stop the podcast and buy some rum.
Yeah, side note to Landor coffee. आपने enough नहीं डाला था, तो हमने थोड़ा और डाल दिया है.
हम लोगों के लिए बहुत कम था ये.
Okay, thanks, bye.
Old Monk लेके आते हैं.
PFA.
Again, not sponsor.
Not sponsor.
Not sponsor.
इतना सस्ता है Old Monk कोई क्यों sponsor करेगा?
Arey, but
सब
Old
22
Monk,
रुपए
Old
में
Monk is Old Monk.
Fennel is more
man.
expensive.
No, but Old Monk is Old Monk.
Old Monk is-
Old Monk has always been there, my
Yeah,
friend.
I don't like it anymore. I started drinking with Old Monk. I quit drinking for a long.
You, my friend, have lost the
yeah,
faith in our
I used to
own-
be so invested in Old Monk. Like, it's the best shit since like.
But again, like I
Sliced
haven't
bread.
had a drink in like,
Yeah, his
months
drink.
and months. My
Yeah.
diet doesn't allow it.
Yeah.
But I would say that Old Monk is not something I hate per se. I like
Yeah.
it. So
नहीं यार मतलब बहुत गंदा हैंगओवर देता है प्लस लाइक ओल्ड गाइस डू यू नो व्हाट्स द इंग्रेडिएंट फॉर ओल्ड मॉन्क इज बेसिकली जस्ट फर्मेंटेड शुगर केन जूस लाइक
भारतीय फ्लेवर है.
हाँ शक्कर भरा पड़ा है गाइस मतलब
No, but I honestly like even in coffee, I don't know. Irish coffee is rather a different
Oh,
kind
yeah.
of strong rum and strong. Is it rum or
Irish
what-
coffee is so you have Bailey's Irish cream
Yeah.
which people sort of so it's that is basically Irish whiskey with
Uh-huh.
actual like malai like dairy cream added to
Oh,
it
wow.
but in
That
like a
would be
patented recipe where it doesn't curdle.
Oh,
So
okay.
a lot of people around the world like to put in some
I've never personally tasted an Irish
Bailey's
coffee,
in their
so-
coffee, which is where it started. It's supposed to be very lethal for your health actually.
Yeah.
But if you were concerned, you'd not be even drinking in
Yeah.
the first place.
To be fair, yeah. So I mean, if we really were concerned, we
I
wouldn't
can't wait coffee.
drink alcohol at all.
Brew fast.
You know.
Is there a spell for brewing coffee faster?
Let's. We need to check the Harry Potter books again.
Expelli fastest. Faster. Okay, by the way, huge Harry Potter fans.
Oh yeah. I mean, Potterheads.
Childhood
for life.
equal. I got myself sorted. I'm a Ravenclaw.
I got sorted into. Okay, so I had it done twice for me.
Ooh.
And actually technically now I've taken it thrice, but the first time I ever tried this test out, I ended up being a Gryffindor. Which
Okay.
I was like, oh,
Which
wow.
is secretly, like, everybody wants to be a Gryffindor,
Like, because
huh?
again,
Yeah.
you've grown up reading of three like
Gryffindor
golden
is,
trio
is
being
like
in
the
Gryffindor
Starbucks
house.
of houses.
But fair enough. That was the first time I ever
Sabko
made an account
chahiye.
and I tried it and I became I was a Gryffindor according to that. The second time I made an account, I was like, okay, might as well, like, you know, on Pottermore, I'll try it out. And I gave the test and I turned out to be a Hufflepuff.
Oh.
And I was like, the first Hufflepuff is I mean, I can see myself being a Hufflepuff because I feel like I am that personality type.
Huffy
of-
boy.
Hufflepuff is a very, I don't know, they like...
Cedric है ना तू मतलब बस.
Cedric को छोड़, they are very happy people in general.
ऐसा
I'd say.
उतना भाव नहीं देते हैं पर Hufflepuff को.
That
Like, the
is-
books don't give a lot of
Newt
spotlight to-
Scamander was Hufflepuff. Tonks was Hufflepuff. Cedric was Hufflepuff.
Like, but
there are many people in
when you-
Hufflepuff. They're one of the biggest, like... So, Hufflepuff is a good house. It's just not given
I don't
enough
know.
importance in the books.
Yeah.
But I would... And the third time I took the test, I ended up being a Hufflepuff again. So, I
Again.
am a
So
tried
he's
and true
decided.
Hufflepuff. I am a Hufflepuff. I'm proud to be a
सही है.
Hufflepuff. And if anybody disses the puffs, guys, I won't
Cream
like,
puff,
take it.
onion puff,
अरे,
paneer puff.
सभी अच्छा होता है. But no,
Hufflepuff.
Hufflepuff is something I've, like, you know, truly, it's in my heart and I'm not gonna leave it behind.
Yeah. So yeah, we couldn't find a spell for making the brewing faster. So we just added some awkward conversations in the middle.
Nah,
But yeah,
this is a conversation I can have all day.
all day
because
long.
Harry Potter is great.
But yeah, guys, the coffee is brewing, and so I'm not inside the pot. But if I was, all I could like paint a picture is that just imagine all these like granulated small little beans just swimming around like free floating, and all the waters like around them, and like a little bit of them is just slowly dissolving in the water.
So basically, what Thanos did in Infinity War,
Yeah.
he snapped and made everyone disappear. That's what's happening to them.
नहीं मैं देखा नहीं है लास्ट एवेंजर्स तो. Thanks for that.
Guys, if you want to flame him for it, I'm all with you. I'm judging him right.
Non-conformist ना.
I'm judging him right.
रुकने
now.
का ऐसा 10 साल के बाद.
नहीं, the Infinity War was
Game of Thrones
amazing.
भी 10 साल के बाद.
MCU has been a part of my life since like
MCU
10
क्या है?
I think I'm having like you know second thoughts about this podcast now.
Nah,
to be fair.
you're gonna find a new person in the next episode.
Yeah. I think Z is gonna go away.
Why आएगा या तो
But
A
Dark
आएगा.
Roast without Z is not fun. So
Oh.
I'm so
Now
happy
make
to
out.
be fun. Oh my god. I mean, it is kind of legal now, so.
Yeah. Cue
No,
the jazz.
But to be fair, Nah. But to be fair, like.
Should have been better than a cheater friend. Wasted a chance that I've been given. Okay.
After that sad singing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God.
He's the better singer of the two, I'm sure you can tell.
I'll die hearing
Without
that
him even
thing.
singing. But I'm getting impatient, so I'm going to open the lid and see. Oh my God, it's ready. Woo! That was fast. Okay, that was no wait, little is left. Little is left, so we shut it.
My God.
It's gone back. I think probably another 60 seconds or so.
I mean,
So-
I can wait.
ये
for
तुम लोग ने
60
बनाया
seconds.
कि नहीं कॉफी?
हाँ रे ये मतलब हम लोग
Make
सिर्फ हम लोग
ना.
पी रहे हैं या तुम लोग भी पी रहे
अच्छा, by the way, it's okay if you make tea, okay? Like
yeah,
चाय
no,
भी
we won't
चलेगा.
judge you for tea either.
अच्छा,
Like,
हमको
you know,
दिख
you
नहीं
can-
रहा है, but
You can like your tea.
you can like your tea.
You can have water as well.
हाँ मतलब if you want to
I'm
have
judging.
green tea also, it's fine, yeah, guys.
yeah.
Just थोड़ा
Either
like
way, we are also having bean water, right?
green water. हाँ, which is like, you know, so let me like try to highlight something to you. Okay, this was a thought I was having today. कि actually we've seen like an entire reverse movement happen. So back when coffee was being grown initially, people did it on a very small scale.
Right.
Everything was conscious, quality was conscious, roasting was conscious.
Mm-hmm.
So in a way,
We've moved
first
back
wave
towards
coffee was already third wave
that third
coffee.
wave coffee.
Right? It just didn't have Instagram and YouTube to document it. Matlab, it didn't have guys wearing
didn't
black
have the artsy
t-shirts
people,
with
doing all these
beards and
things.
aprons and those Harry Potter chashmas, his spectacles. I mean, again, like
They weren't you, basically, Z.
yeah. So the whole thing is that initially we already had third wave coffee, but then we went into this whole massifying coffee and like making it all corporation,
Yeah.
and now we're just like, you know what? No, we're not. Like just imagine, like it's just the case with how you had genetically modified crops, right?
Yeah,
Like
GMO
initially-
has become really big.
Initially
in the
everything was organic.
last few years.
Let's
Yeah,
say before
yeah.
the 60s and the
And we're getting
50s.
back to it again. I think even in the crops, we are getting back from
Right.
GMO to being like, oh, it should be organic.
So,
it shouldn't
no.
be like altered.
So in a way, third wave is really just going back to the roots. It's just that now we
Though,
have a
to be fair, genetically modified also isn't technically like in the way some people are doing the crossbreeding and all to try out like better plants to come out and all. It's not particularly bad per se. It's only bad when people start adding the substances and the wrong.
yeah.
additives
I
and
think
all
the
these
jury's
things,
still out on that, and I'm not
Yeah.
like well read
I
enough
mean,
to
even I'm
comment
not
on
well
it.
read enough to.
I just know that like
from what
sweet
I've
corn
read
sucks.
from
Regular
on the
white
top,
corn is
yeah,
best.
Like, yeah, like all those things, the additives aren't the best, but
Correct.
crossbreeding and all those other experiments that
Yeah.
they're doing to improve the plants.
So like
make
they
that simple.
freaking isolate the genome that's responsible for giving the crop the
Yeah.
character, and then they replicate it in labs, and like
That- yeah.
it's great for scaling up production. Okay, get this, another random factoid. Okay, with the way the population is growing, we are going to need so much food that we'll have to grow more food in the next 7 years that we've grown more in the past
Like
200, 300 years.
Oh my god.
Can you imagine we're going to need more
But
food
we
than
are
that?
like we've grown in the number of people,
Fuck
man.
yeah.
By that, much.
Guys,
It's
stop
crazy.
producing babies, man. Like, what is up with the world? Like, okay, no, we don't want to go there. But even if you have kids, make sure they have third
maybe
wave coffee.
Thanos was right. No, jokes aside.
Make sure they have third
But
wave
jokes
coffee.
aside, but like yeah.
नहीं,
I
नहीं,
think
सबका
it's
अपना choice है, रे, but
Yeah.
basically what I'm trying to say is third wave coffee is great. It's
Yeah.
very conscious. It's trying to help everybody in the entire supply chain. I hope they are as genuine, because even second wave coffee makers made the claims of fair trade and everything.
No, so I feel like the fact that these shops aren't everywhere. And,
हाँ, they're owner driven.
They are owner driven.
Owner-driven,
and
which
you
makes a
see,
difference.
You see the love that even the people that are working in those shops
Yeah.
have towards the craft of making coffee.
Correct.
And to the
But hypothetically, tomorrow if they open up many more branches, they'll end up
that-
becoming.
You can make that argument, but then that the jury's still out on that as well.
Yeah,
right?
because
You never,
third wave hasn't become
for
that
the,
big
for
yet.
the time being, at the very least, you can see these small coffee shops coming up. They're very cozy. They're very nice to
Yeah.
move to, and you can truly sense the essence of coffee there if you really, really do appreciate that particular
True.
choice of beverage. Which now we finally get the opportunity to try out.
Yes, because the coffee's ready.
Yes.
And I'm going to pour out. So I'm just holding it like very poise and niche, and like just you pour it out in a circular manner. Sort of like let the flavors, if you can hear like the Yeah.
So basically, yeah.
So the coffee, if you see, is very ambery golden. It's not it's not black like your darker roasts.
Yeah, this
It's
seems a
not
really
like
light
instant
colored
coffee.
coffee as compared to the usual like black coffee you would
You
see
you
out
want to
there.
like bubble it up nicely, let the flavors all froth up, and it's got. I mean, if you look at the color is almost. I mean, it's weird to say, but it's got like a black tea kind of color. It's got this
Yeah, you're not
rosy,
wrong about that.
rosy
It really
golden.
does have that.
Yeah.
It's really gold for sure. It's golden.
Yeah.
And it does have like a. You know what? It has a very reddish tinge to it. A gold. As actually a good example being the whole rose gold thing that you
Yeah,
talked about, right?
correct.
Like it does have that kind of a tinge to it, and I wonder what it tastes like.
Yeah, let's. Okay, so the one thing that people recommend that a lot of baristas have told me is that you slurp the coffee.
Oh, okay.
You don't sip it like you are a polite son of a gun.
You
Trying to
slurp
impress.
it.
You go like. And that
That's felt so interesting to
that
do.
splatters the coffee on the inside and sort of releases the flavors better. I know I sound pretty lame, but yeah, that's what they told me
Wow.
to do.
So this isn't. And
Let's
again,
let's
this
take this dude's view on.
So here's just having the first sip. Again, as I've been saying this in the beginning, that cinnamon is really strong. The first thing
Yeah.
that really hits you is the cinnamon. It's not, and the coffee is not bitter.
The
Genuinely,
synonym or the cinnamon?
synonym?
You say synonym.
Synonym. It's the synonym. No, cinnamon is not bitter at all. But and this is the first time I feel like coffee that is this light, because the one I was talking about, the strawberry and dark
Yeah.
truffle thing, that was still a really dark
Darker,
coffee.
yeah.
I could feel it had its dark tones. This one is comparatively lighter in that manner.
God, I'm loving this, man. It has this delightful nuttiness to it. Like, it's almost like there is some sort of hazelnut in this. Like, there is this almond marzipan kind of thing going on. Dude's pretty bang on when he says that it's light. It's extremely light. I kid you not, I really don't need any kind of sweetener in
Oh, I
this.
just had a moment with this coffee, man.
See?
I took a second sip and I was like,
This coffee is zen. I really like it. I think if I was given this coffee in a blind test, I would be able to pick this up as a finer, more conscious coffee.
I would. So one of the things I really want to do is try out all the different types of coffees in their like base forms.
Yeah.
And be able to see what the true differences are
Correct.
in between these. I mean, that is a long thing to do, and I know that I'm lazy enough to not do it.
No, I'll make him do it. I'll make him do it.
But it does sound like an interesting thing to do and something fun to just go about and try it out.
Like, it's just great. I mean, slight bit of bitterness on the palate.
Yeah,
Mostly
like
just.
but it doesn't really
But
hit you.
yeah, it's just enough to sort of enhance this sort of the sweet nuances. It's got that nuttiness. It's got like a predominant tasting note of cinnamon up top, but there is a very slight orange rind. Okay, get this. It's not orange the fruit, but the covering skin of
You mean like the zest?
of the
that
lemon
we
of the
call-
lemon
yeah,
fruit
yeah,
or the
yeah.
orange fruit. If you sort of grate it, so I also bake and I use that in baking. You just take
Yeah,
the orange or the citrus fruit and you
That's what you
grate.
call zesting, right?
Yes.
Like, yeah.
So it has that zest combined with the cinnamon. To be very honest, I don't get the rum.
Cinnamon.
Cinnamon. Very
Now
honest.
this time I did it to you.
You did to
It's
me.
been done enough now.
I don't get the rum, but
Yeah, I can't
Yeah.
taste the rum here. That's something that I think is missing.
this would be a great cup of coffee. I could just imagine, like, just paint you a picture. Just imagine you're somewhere in the hills and you're snowed in. You can't go out. You're in a wooden house, beautiful wooden house, and there is a huge double sofa in front of the fireplace. There's a cackling fire going on, and
Crackling.
like that's the sound of that.
Oh, I thought crackling would be the. That wouldn't. Isn't it called crackling?
I don't know. You guys tell me.
I just destroyed the whole thing for you guys.
Tell me the whole thing, right? So just nice fire going on, okay? Logs of wood, and you have a chimney, and then you have this fire going on, and you have this beautiful coffee in your hand, and you sort of have this loved one sitting beside you, or a great friend, or like a furry doggy or a catty, and you're just sitting and having
Yeah.
this great cup of coffee, which is it's more like a story in a
I
cup.
mean, being single isn't wrong, dude.
Yeah, it's
like
not.
you just had to say loud one, didn't you? It hit me. in the heart.
So yeah, you're snowed in, and this is like a story in a cup. You just sit in there inside a rug or a blanket, and you have both your hands around the cup, and all you
Oh
can do
yeah,
is just really
it
sniff
really
this
is.
and just have it. It's beautiful.
It's a really nice experience to have
Yeah.
on your own, and definitely like if you guys do get the chance to ever go to a coffee shop nearby, or have like any of these third wave coffee places, or even if you get the opportunity to get some coffee to your own house.
Yeah, and you know what?
Brew it at your own place,
Yeah.
and have and
Not
be,
brew the brand, but brew the activity.
yeah, brew the activity, not the brand. But like be able to make that coffee and take a moment for yourself, taste it, close
Yeah.
your eyes, and take that experience.
Do
in.
that.
It really is something I think you guys will appreciate for sure.
And you know what? If you're like a little broke and you want to try all these coffees and it's like intimidating and expensive, that's fine.
Yeah.
Just hit me up and I'll make you a small sample and I'll send
I
it over
think
to you.
so. One of the biggest things we want to hear from you guys is like your feedback, whether it be about mental health or whether it be about coffee, or
Yeah.
and what do you guys think about the way we've been conducting these podcasts. This is just the second one, so we are still learning, and we are on our way towards improving ourselves, learning more and more about how to make a podcast, how to make it interesting, and I hope
Yeah.
we are able to create that friendly atmosphere amongst each other.
Because it's just three friends, right?
Yeah,
like
we just
me, him,
talking.
and you.
Yeah,
We're just like talking. We just
and we just wanted to create an atmosphere where we could just discuss and have a nice chat about anything.
Anything.
And in
Topic-
this matter today was coffee.
topic bahana hai, guys. It's just about like
Yeah.
coming out and really talking. मतलब बस बात
just
करना है
enjoying
यार.
a cup, right?
Just
a
enjoying a
conversation
cup.
over a cup.
कुछ भी
and
होते हैं
that's
उसके
it.
अंदर.
And I mean I hope like we get to hear it from whoever is listening. We
Yeah,
would love to
do
hear
that.
from you
And-
guys.
and-
And you can follow us, the Sheeples, on
Sheeples. We are on Twitter and Instagram.
Twitter, and we are thinking of making a Reddit
Twittergram.
subreddit,
yeah.
basically.
What do you think? Do you think Reddit works? Do you think Reddit has?
I mean, I think we'd be able to interact a lot on
Does?
subreddits, right? It
Yeah.
would be a good idea to go there.
क्योंकि सब Reddit use करते हैं.
हाँ, क्योंकि subreddit use करते हैं.
Give me pun. No, but seriously,
honestly,
like if you want to taste this and you think that it's a little too expensive or you don't want to spend or whatever,
yeah.
just hit me up. I'll make you a small sample enough to have like for one coffee cup, and I'll just ship it to you.
Yeah,
We'll
man.
figure it out. I'm always happy to share.
I think we would love to just,
No cost,
just hear
of
from
course,
you guys,
yeah.
and we even have an email if you ever really do want to get in contact.
Oh yeah, you want to do
about
the
these
old-fashioned
things.
chitti,
Yeah,
electronic chitti.
electronic chitti बेच सकते हो.
Yeah,
You can find us on
Sheeple People 098.
yeah, Sheeple People 098. That's what our email address is. You'll find our links down below on whatever platforms we are on. So I hope you guys liked it. I think this is us signing off at the moment.
Yeah, Z out.
And well, goodbye from the dark roast, guys. But it was nice having a chat, and see you guys for the next one.